Hi, and welcome to Dax Chats. In this episode, I'm getting to speak to an Australian rising alt country Americana artist. He's come out and he is half of the driving force half of the driving force of Cass Hopton, and he's also a musician and artist in his own right. His latest song is called I'd Do It Again, and he is playing on the Country Thunder Network today. Dax Chats to Blake Dantier. G'day, Blake. How are you, buddy?
Very good.
That's good. Very good. So tell me again, we've done this. We had a problem before, but we've done this before. Let's talk about Cass first. So, all right. So you are, as I said, half of the driving force behind Cass Hopton's success recently with the songs Shots and Typical Bride. Talk me through your part of those songs.
Yeah, I suppose you could say, part of that driving force. I'm pretty heavily involved in the songwriting, like Shots. Sort of like I wrote pretty much most of that song, and then it was off the back of like Cass had this idea, and then she said nobody wants to do Shots anymore, and I was like, yeah, that's cool, that could totally be a song, and so I got to writing this song, and then sort of showed it to her, and then we sort of brought it to where it was in the end. And actually Matt Fell, the producer, had a lot to do with shaping the sound of the song as well. So I'd say he's actually probably quite a big part of the way Cass's songs have come out as well. But yeah, and then next song we wrote that together, and then I think every other song that we've been planning for her to release, we've written them all together pretty much.
Wow.
And it's really cool because I wouldn't do pop country kind of writing, like my own stuff is more on that alt side, on that traditional side, but I still love pop country as well, so it's a really great outlet for me to sort of get to write that as well as write the traditional alt kind of stuff.
Absolutely. So she's had some amazing success. She got to #1 on the Country Network, the Music Network charts with Typical Bride. Congratulations to her. You can say I said that. So obviously that success works for you too, because I guess most people know these days that you are her fiance.
Yeah, well, certainly we share the success. It's awesome.
Yeah. Absolutely. Now let's talk about you. Of course, you are an artist in your own right, and as we said, it's more on the traditional cross alt Americana side of things. Your first single was called "Ashes and Dust." Talk us through that track first.
Yeah, I think I probably wrote that song, I don't know, maybe like almost 2 years ago. It was straight after a family friend had passed away, and it was sort of like it was just very sudden and very shocking, I suppose, and it really got me thinking about how life can be pretty random. So you never know what's going to happen, and so yeah, that was kind of in my head when I got the guitar out and just started singing, and I kind of eventually developed this song that was sort of about not wasting the time you get with people that that making the most of it what you can, because you just don't know when it's going to be taken away from you.
It's very true. It's very true. And your brand new track, of course, both of these songs are playing on the Country Thunder Network, but your brand new track is "I'd Do It Again." Now, last time I played the guitar and I, tried to play your song, but this time, no, I'm not going to do that. Talk us through your brand new. Oh, come on! I've got the guitar here. I mean,
no, it's not there.
That's it. That's all you're going to get.
I got guitars here too. I wish we could play together, but I'm pretty sure this lag between internet things would make horrible.
That is the fun thing about co-writing virtually. I did a co-write the other day with Glenn Bidmead in Sydney, and of course I'm here in China, and he was singing and playing the guitar, and I was singing along, and then when I replayed the recording of it, it was like the lag was so bad that I was just out of time, out of sync. I'm like, oh my God. So anyway,
yeah,
I'd Do It Again. Let's talk about I'd Do It Again.
Yes. Well, this song came out. I don't know. I can't remember now.
It says it came out Friday, 21st of August. So how's that?
August. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, cool. All right. Well, yeah. This one.
I've got the press release right here.
Totally way less serious, I think, than Ash and Dust. Ash and Dust, I think, was just wanted to get the serious stuff out of the way, and I'd Do It Again. It kind of it sounds pretty fun and happy, and of course, like it's about heartache, classic country music trope. But
yep.
I kind of don't really see it as too serious of a song, because when I wrote it, I didn't really have an idea in mind about what I was writing. I just sort of sat down and started singing off the top of my head, and the words made sense. The sentences ran on into each other, and it all seemed cohesive. So I just kind of ran with that. It's kind of just a little bit just ramblings, and that makes sense.
So
and
so I think when we talked last time, you said you'd pretty much done that with a verse and a chorus, and then you put it aside and came back to it and did the same repeat for the second verse.
Yeah, and I'd done like 2 verses and a chorus, and the song was a bit short, so I knew it needed another verse or something. And I came back, and I was just a little bit put off by writing the song, because the first time I wrote it, I didn't really know what it was about, so I didn't know how to come back and write more of it later. So I was like, well, I'll just do the same thing, right? I'll just sing some nonsense again. And it still managed to make sense despite that being a later addition.
That's amazing. I spoke to Troy Kemp the other day in Nashville, and his new song was pretty much written the same way. He had no idea what he was writing about, and he just started rattling off some words, and before he knew it, he'd had like two song titles from other artists in this chorus that he'd started, and he was like, oh, I'm onto something here. So he wrote the whole song based on like 36 different country songs. He just rattled off these different country songs. Yeah, so it's just, there is no one formula on how to write a song, is there?
No, yeah, and people, ask me what, the best ways to write a song, or how I normally do it, and it's like it changes, and I'm actually normally a lot more calculated about it, I think, and I definitely prefer to start with a title, because I think it makes it a lot easier to sort of know where you're going and map out, what each verse and chorus wants to say. Because otherwise, I end up going back later and rewriting it with a clearer idea in mind about where the song is supposed to be. But yeah, it's like it just sometimes the music just happens first, and you're just inspired to write some lyrics based off the music, or is there an idea? Like it's different every time.
It is very different every time. I mean, my last co-write, I had an idea. I sent Glenn an idea, and I said, let's try and look at this. And then when we actually got into the Zoom call to do it, I said, that idea I sent you, just scrap that. And basically we're starting with a fresh canvas, and I have no idea what we're going to talk about. And we came up with a good song. So, as you say,
right in deep.
As it just depends on, where momentum takes you, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
So this is August now. So August, September, October, what's coming? I think there's got to be something coming soon. You know, usually music has a 3-month period on radio before it gets stale. So are we looking at something new for Blake Dantier very soon?
It unfortunately it won't be until the start of next year. So nothing new until the end of the year.
Right.
I would, I'd like to do it sooner, but I think just as things start to wind down in that Christmas period, it's it's not really a great time for me to do it, to release music. So I think I'm going to wait till January. But there's another single on the way, and of course, like there's going to be an album with all these singles eventually.
Of course.
We've sort of, we've done all the tracking for that. It's all put together. I think we did the last of the tracking in August. So, that's almost ready to go. We're just mixing and mastering at this stage. And, that'll be at some point next year. We'll find out. I'll work it out eventually.
Yeah, for sure. And do you have any gigs booked for 2021? Because I know that 2020 has been a crazy crap year. Have you got anything booked for early 2021?
Yeah, it's been weird. I mean, I was really banking on the Tamworth Country Music Festival, but I guess that's a bust.
That's cool.
But it's been weird just sort of thinking about gigs again, because I've sort of been a bit just thinking about it a little bit more. I'm thinking about how I want to do it, and I've actually been a little bit standoffish about gigs. Maybe it's just because it's been so long. Maybe I don't know how to do it anymore. But
I get that.
I don't actually have anything booked at the moment. I'm kind of I'm just playing it by ear, I think. And I think when I feel like the time is right, I'll put something in the calendar. But I'm really looking forward to playing again.
Do you think it will be a Blake Dantier / Cass Hopton tour?
Yeah, I think that would be a lot of fun, and also very easy to do because
that's right.
We live together and play together regularly, so it's
just jump on the road.
Wouldn't be too difficult for us to pull off.
Yeah, just jump on the road.
Yeah, we could survive on the road.
Yeah, absolutely. And
I think
that would that type of tour would give people different perspectives of country music, because you've got the pop and you've got the alternative Americana traditional style country. So I think you got everything all combined in one. It would be a great show.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how something like that would be received, because it could be polarizing. And some people are like, no, I only like country pop. Yeah. Some people are like, no, I like Blake better. I only liked the traditional alt stuff. But some people just might be like, I just love country music. So it's great. Got it all. Right.
It should be just country music. It shouldn't matter what part of country music it is. It should be just country music. I'd come and listen to you both. Let's put it that way. All right, mate. Well, thank you very much for your time. I know you have just got home from work, so please settle down, have a good night, and I'm sure we will be speaking again sometime in the new year.
Yeah, very much looking forward to it.
No worries. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Blake Dantier. His brand new track is I'd Do It Again, and it is available on all your streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Music. You can download it from iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, all of that stuff, or you can listen to it on the Country Thunder Network. Just go to that website right there, countrythunder.com.au, and you can request his songs straight from the player. What's more, you can vote for them in the Country Thunder 20. The voting form is at the top of the page. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Fab APC, and of course, as always, we are proudly supported by Neon Horse in Stanhope, Victoria. This is DJ Dax. You've been watching Dax Chats, and until next time, see you later.